You know what's weird? At 11 p.m., suddenly you want to fix your entire life. You're ready to study, ready to work out, ready to learn a skill, ready to become a completely different person. But then 11 a.m. shows up, and your brain acts like opening one PDF is a life-threatening event. If that sounds painfully familiar, this video is for you. Because you're probably not lazy. You're stuck in something I call the night owl productivity trap. And once you understand why it happens, you can actually recreate that same focus during the day without waiting for midnight motivation to magically save you. You know the routine. During the day, you tell yourself you'll be productive. You make a to-do list, open your laptop, maybe even clean your desk for absolutely no reason. But then somehow you spend 45 minutes watching productivity videos instead of being productive. Your phone keeps pulling you in, people are messaging you, assignments feel heavy, everything feels urgent. And weirdly, the more time you have during the day, the less you actually do. But late at night, different person. The world gets quiet. Nobody expects anything from you anymore. No notifications, no pressure, and suddenly your brain goes, okay, now I can focus. And this is the part nobody tells you. Your night productivity usually has less to do with discipline and more to do with psychological safety. That's the real reason. At night, your brain finally feels free. Free from judgment, free from expectations, free from the pressure of, I should already be ahead. During the day, your brain feels watched, even if nobody is literally watching you. There's this invisible pressure that says, you should be doing more, you're behind. Why can't you focus like everyone else? So instead of starting, your brain avoids, because avoidance feels safer than failing. But at 11 p.m., the day is basically over. There's no more pressure to perform, which is why your brain suddenly relaxes enough to begin. Now here's where it gets interesting. A lot of people think night owls are naturally more productive. And yes, some people genuinely are, but most people aren't experiencing night owl energy. They're experiencing reduced mental resistance. Big difference. Because if you remove the pressure, noise, and distractions from your daytime environment, you'd probably focus just as well at 11 a.m. So the real goal isn't becoming a morning person. The goal is recreating the psychological feeling of nighttime during the day, and you can actually do that. First, stop treating your tasks like life or death missions. During the day, we accidentally make work feel emotionally heavy. You tell yourself, I have to finish this. I can't mess this up. I need to stay consistent. Your brain hears pressure, and pressure creates resistance. But at night, you approach work differently. You casually open the laptop, you just start. There's less emotional weight attached to it. So instead of saying, I need to study for 3 hours, tell yourself, I'm just going to sit down for 5 minutes. That tiny shift matters because your brain resists pressure more than effort. Once you start, momentum usually takes over, and honestly, most productivity problems are starting problems, not capability problems. Second, create artificial nighttime. Think about what nighttime actually feels like. Quiet, dim lighting, no chaos, no constant stimulation. Your brain associates that environment with calm focus, so recreate it intentionally during the day. Maybe you wear headphones with ambient noise. Maybe you work in a quieter corner. Maybe you lower the brightness in your room. Maybe you put your phone in another room entirely. You're basically telling your brain, hey, we're safe now. You can focus. And before you say, yeah, but my environment is noisy, understand this. Your brain doesn't need perfect silence. It just needs fewer reminders of everything else. That's why libraries work so well. Not because they're magical, but because they remove decision fatigue. Now, this next part might sound weird, but daytime procrastination is often caused by having too many options. At night, your choices disappear. You can't suddenly go outside. People stop texting, stores are closed, the world slows down, so your brain naturally locks onto one thing. During the day, infinite distractions. Study, watch YouTube, check Instagram, take a nap, eat something, reorganize your desk for the 5th time. Your brain burns energy constantly switching between possibilities. So reduce your options before you work. Decide the exact task beforehand. Not study chemistry. That's too vague. Instead, do questions 1 through 10. Read 2 pages. Write 1 paragraph. Specific tasks reduce mental friction, and this is the part nobody talks about enough. Clarity creates action. Vagueness creates avoidance. Also, stop waiting to feel productive. That feeling is unreliable. Most late-night productivity sessions don't start with motivation. They start with boredom. You're tired of scrolling, tired of wasting time, tired of feeling guilty. So your brain finally says, fine, let's do something useful. Which means motivation often comes after starting, not before. That's huge, because a lot of people think productive people wake up excited to work. No, most productive people just got good at starting before they felt ready. But here's the trap you need to avoid. Don't romanticize late-night productivity too much. Because it feels productive, but sometimes it's just emotional comfort. Midnight planning sessions feel amazing. Writing goals at 2 a.m. feels amazing. Watching self-improvement videos at night feels amazing. But if nothing changes during the day, it becomes a cycle. You feel inspired at night, disappointed during the day, inspired again at night, over and over. And honestly, that cycle can make you feel productive without actually progressing. Real growth happens when your daytime self and nighttime self become the same person. That's the goal, not becoming someone who only functions after midnight. So here's the takeaway. You're probably not lazy. Your brain just works better when pressure disappears. When the world gets quieter, when expectations fade, when distractions slow down, you finally feel safe enough to focus. So instead of waiting for 11 p.m. every day, start bringing those conditions into your mornings. Lower the pressure, reduce distractions, make tasks smaller, create calm environments. Focus on starting instead of perfection. Because productivity isn't about becoming a different person at night. It's about learning how to access that version of yourself earlier. Try this tomorrow. Not perfectly, just once. Create one 11 p.m. feeling during the day and see what happens. Start small, but start today. And let's fix this together.